I think there cannot be a more opportune moment to share this beautiful story that as much as Bhagavad Bhakti is required, Guru Bhakti is also important. And Guru Bhakti is trusting the word of the Guru, recognizing it as a power that is greater than our own. Once, this story dates back a few decades ago, somebody visited Mahaperiva's Charana Sannidhi and had a darshanam with him. And this person, when he came to Shri Chandrashekharandra Saraswathi, he said, me and my friends are planning to do a yatra. We are planning to do a pilgrimage of different kshetras, particularly in the belt of Kaveri. So we want to go to Talakaveri. We want to have our Sankalpa Snanam that we do with an intent and a purpose. Then after that, we will do our Teertha Yatras. Paramacharya listened to this and he said, wonderful, but do one thing. You begin your Teertha Snana in Shringeri, at Tunga, at the Nadi Tunga you do your Snana. Now everybody will be wondering, we are sitting in Kanchi Matam, we are speaking about Shringeri. Jagat Guru made no such distinctions, and the mathas are extraordinarily connected with respect for each other. And with that bhavam, I'd like to share this katha, that Paramacharya said, you do the Sankalpa Snanam at Shringeri and proceed. This person went back to his friends and he told them this. Paramacharya said two things. Do Sankalpa Snanam at Shringeri. For whatever reason, if you do not do the Sankalpa Snanam at Shringeri, whatever it is, make sure you reach Shringeri before dark. So he passed this information on. This person passed it on to his friend saying, Paramacharya said this. But we have very logical minds, no? So we said, his friends looked at the map and they said, Ayyo, this is wrong planning. It's not going to work. Now, if we begin over here, we can also accumulate Great logic we have, no. That is when we don't recognize the power of a guru. So they convince this person saying, yeah, he said it, okay, we'll also have Snanam over there at Shringeri, but we will do our Sankalpa Snanam at Talakaveri. So it came to be, they went ahead and they did that. And they proceeded towards Shringeri after visiting other kshetras. After this, when they were going towards Shringeri, it happened to be evening. They were going up the ghats. This was a couple of decades back, so also roads and many other such things were not as well lit. And it was raining. So they lost their way in a tempo van together. And it was around 10:30, 11 in the night when it is dark, it is pouring. There is no sign of Shringeri approaching. They are lost in the ghats. That these people asked the tempo traveler driver, what happened? And he said, I think we've lost the turn I had to take. It was 10-15 kilometers behind. So we'll have to take a U-turn now. They take a U-turn down the ghats and the driver screams that the brakes are not working. So all these people just chant Jaya Jaya Shankara, Hara Hara Shankara. Magically, the brakes seem to work and they reach Shringeri that night at 12. Much to their surprise, there are people at the Dwaram of Shringeri who are expecting them, who said, yes, we were told that you will come. Sannidhanam said that you will come. He asked us to cook some hot food because you would not have had anything. So they gave these yatris some food and they said, you sleep, we'll talk tomorrow morning. There's one more thing we want to tell you, we'll tell you in the morning. So these people took that food. You can imagine how panicky they would have been and how that would have put them to ease. The next morning, they woke up and they wanted to have the darshanam of Sannidhanam. And on the way to see Sannidhanam, they asked the person saying, you said there was one more thing you wanted to tell us. What was that? He said, yes, one strange thing happened last night. At around 10:30, 10:45 is when he does his swadhyayam. He does his own, he retires, he doesn't engage with the world. Suddenly he came out of that room and all of a sudden there was a wall in this room. He came and he held that wall very firmly. So we asked him what happened. And he said, the brakes of a car that are about to come to Shringeri are failing. I am just keeping that car from slipping into the ghats. So they came, shocked to know that this is what he did. He held up a wall for them for 5 to 10 minutes. And when they came and took his darshanam, he blessed them and he smiled, thought of this divine being, and he said, Induke chepparu. This is why they said, listen to the words of elders. He said, come to Shringeri and begin. He also said, come to Shringeri before dark. Don't dismiss the words of a guru.